Hey guys, good evening Nigeria. Happy weekend to you all and welcome to Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And I'm your host, Faithfulness Moke. And I'm not alone in the studio. I have here with me Dr. Peter Anosike, our in-house analyst on today's program. Doctor, say something to the listeners.
Good afternoon, listeners.
Okay. Yes, like we all know, we are taking it down here to 6 p.m. So by 5, I'll be opening the studio line so you all can join in the conversation. Let's get started without wasting much of our time. Before I forget, we're streaming live on YouTube at VOP Live 90.3 FM. If you want to see the faces behind the mics, just go there. You're going to see us, and you can also send in your take about the stories we're going to talk about today. You all know how we do it on Recap. But for listeners just joining us today, we are going to take a look at some of the stories that made headlines during the week. It's a way of keeping you updated with the news. So let's dive into the stories of today. I read out the news headlines of today. Your guilt or innocence now depends on your party, not evidence. ADC blasts EFCC. In the year 2027, Peter Obi has integrity and he will keep his one-term promise. This was said by the MBF. Peter Obi won the 2023 election. Tinubu came a distant third. This statement was made by Babachir Lawal. Come 2027, Tinubu will get 2 million Southeast votes. This statement was made by Bola. Ibom Air Saga, Obi slams double standards. And the final story we're going to be looking at today is federal government appoints Kwam 1 as an ambassador. Now let us go into the details of our story this evening. Don't forget, by 5 I'm going to be opening the studio line, so hold on with your call-ins. You can send in your message while the analysis is being carried on. Now, the first story we're going to be discussing about today is your guilt or innocence now depends on your party, not evidence. ADC blasts EFCC. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has accused the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, of carrying out selective investigations in its efforts to purge Nigeria of corruption. The party made these allegations via a statement issued by Bolaji Abdullahi, the interim National Publicity Secretary of the ADC. Abdullahi said the anti-graft agency has been behaving like a political hit squad for the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC. Warning against this dangerous trend, the ADC said the move by the EFCC is eroding public trust in the institution and undermining the real fight against corruption. Abdullahi called on Nigerian civil society organizations and the independent media to resist this dangerous slide into dictatorship and misuse of public institutions to achieve partisan objectives. Now, Doctor, what is your view concerning this story that was being read?
Well, what he said is the truth, but he should have also added where you come from. He should have also added where the person comes from. Understand? Because EFCC, ICPC, DSS are engaging in selective arrest. They are engaging in selective arrest, selective prosecution, selective investigation. Understand? So what he said is true, but where he missed it is that he would have added it also includes where that person comes from. It also includes where that person comes from, because some people from some sections of the country are being treated like sacred cows. Some people from certain sections of the country are being treated like sacred cow, while others are being used as scapegoats. Some people from certain parts of the country are being treated like sacred cow, while others are being treated like scapegoats. So, if a crime is committed, And the first question is, which party is that person in? And which part of the country is that person from? This is this appears to be the questions that EFCC asks themselves before before deciding whether to arrest or not to arrest. Because, an instance, all the people that served under Tinubu's administration, it is only Godwin Emefiele that was sent to prison. He had over 44 Buhari had over 46 ministers. It was only Godwin Emefiele that was sent to prison, has his property seized and now been auctioned. Why somebody like Hadi Sirika, the former Minister of Aviation, have been promoted, made a traditional ruler in his town in Castena. Why he also had a case with EFCC. Hadi Sirika is the person that hired the European Air, painted it green, white, green, and told Nigerians that this is Nigerian Air. And $3.5 billion missed within an hour. The person that committed this crime has been promoted to a traditional ruler in his town in Castena State. He is now His Royal Majesty. Why Godwin Emefiele, who is from the East, an Igbo man, spent more than 1 year in detention. Most of all his properties seized, and they're even auctioning some.
Okay, so that was why he was exempted from the others.
So because of where he came from, that's why I said that Bodaji should have added that what informed whether you'll be arrested or not is the party you belong in and the section of the country that you come from. Understand? So if you are from the southeast, you are vulnerable. You are to be used as a sacrificial, as an object of sacrifice. Understand? You are the person that are to be used to show that government is fighting corruption. Understand me? The other part of Nigerians use Igbo man to show that they are fighting corruption. So what he said is true. And that was why Osho Monde said that no matter what you do, once you cross to APC, all your sins are forgiven. So crime is determined by the party you belong to and the section of the country that you belong to. So if Kwamwan was an Igbo man, he would have been in Kuje prison as we speak. If Kwamwan is an Igbo man, he would have been in prison as we speak. Assuming it's Bright Chimezie that did that thing that Kwamwan did, Bright Chimezie would have been in Kuje prison as we speak. So that's the country that we find ourselves in, a country of George Orwell's Animal Farm, where some animals are more equal than the others, which is very, very unfortunate.
So what role do you think the opposition parties like the ADC can play in holding the government and anti-corruption agencies accountable?
Well, the only thing is for them to come together and make sure that this government doesn't go beyond 2027. Because we are already in dictatorship. Nigerians are still deceiving themselves that we are practicing democracy. We are no more practicing democracy. In any system of government where there are no separation of powers, where there are no checks and balances, where the judiciary is not free, it's not independent, you are not practicing the democracy. So what we are practicing as we speak, as I'm still sitting here, is autocracy. And autocracy is when only the executive is active. Autocracy is when there's no checks and balances. The legislature has been compromised. The judiciary has been compromised. That is not democracy. When election is not free, fair, and credible, it is not democracy. So whoever thinks that we are still practicing democracy doesn't know the definition of democracy. And most Nigerians don't know the true meaning of democracy.
Okay, so did you think this criticism will affect how the EFCC is being perceived by the public, especially as they're supposed to fight against corruption instead of aiding
Well,
it?
we live in a very docile society. We live in a very docile society, and that is because of our foundation. We did not struggle for independence. It is still affecting us. Nigerians cannot troop out to the street and remain on the street for 10 days. I was in the labor movement. I know how these things work. The first day of strike, 1,000 people can come out. Second day of strike, it will reduce to 700. Third day, I beg, make una call this thing over and let us go back to our jobs. Government know this. That's why they can do anything and know that they will get away with it because they have studied the Nigerian people. They know that when you push a Nigerian to the wall, instead of bouncing back, he will push down the wall with his own hand and continue as if nothing happened. Push a Nigerian to the wall, he will use his own, instead of bouncing back, he will use his own hand and push down that wall and continue. So those in authority know this. And that's why what is happening in Nigeria will continue to happen.
Do you think in 2027 that Nigeria will actually join hands together instead of retreating? Instead of retreating, do you think they will come together as one and make this this thing you're talking about?
Well, for me, change can only happen when the masses are ready for a change. That's why if you want to contest election, if you want to challenge or the person in power, the incumbent, the first question you ask yourself is one: are the people ready for change?
Exactly.
That's the first question. If they are not ready for change, leave them. Build your finances. Understand me? Let them continue with their suffering. Basic. There's no pity. There's no sympathy. There's no begging. If the masses are not ready for change, leave them. Build your finances. Focus on your business. Let them continue with their suffering.
If you're just joining us, this is Recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and we just discussed the first story for this evening, which says your guilt or innocence now depends on your party, not evidence. ADC blast EFCC. Now we're going to go down to the second story for today. Don't forget that by 5 you are free to call in and join in the conversation. You can also send your messages on WhatsApp even as the analysis of the story is being carried on. Now to the second story of today. Peter Obi has integrity. He will keep his one-term promise. This was said by the NBF. The Middle Belt Forum, NBF, has said former presidential candidate of Labour Party LP, Mr. Peter Obi, is a man of integrity and can be trusted to keep his promise to do a single term if elected president of the country in 2027. The forum maintained that as a man of honor, the Middle Belt believed the former Anambra State governor would keep his words to the letter because of his integrity. National President of NBF, Dr. Bitrus Pogu, made this known while reacting to the promise by the former presidential candidate to do a single term of 4 years if elected president. He stated that the Middle Belt had no reason to doubt Peter Obi because of his record of keeping to promises, insisting that the assurance was not given to hoodwink or deceive Middle Belt to support his aspirations. He further quoted that otherwise, how many times one would occupy an office ought to be determined by the constitution and the electorate rather than by some interests of some sections of the country. Meanwhile, the obedient movement of Mr. Obi is gaining significant political traction in Ibadan as Nigeria approaches the 2027 general elections. Doctor, I want your analysis concerning the story.
Well, if there is somebody who trusts Peter Obi, I am one. As we speak, Peter Obi remains the most credible politician in the country. There's nobody that I can even say is half to him. And during the other time, I said that those who don't trust themselves cannot trust others. If you don't trust yourself, if you are suspecting yourself, if you are lying to yourself, the same way, because everything begins from the mind. So it is those who don't trust themselves that are doubting what Peter Obi said. What is sending Peter Obi? Peter Obi is not the only former governor. It is his character that is sending him, which no other governor had in this country. It is his character that is his sending point, not his money. Not his money. 3 days ago, I watched what was happening in Peter Obi's house in UK. They heard that Peter Obi is around. Everywhere was filled up. Just Nigerians, Hausas, Yorubas, Middle Belt, and everybody. It was as if Peter Obi is holding campaign in UK. But people just heard that Peter Obi is around. And we know that Peter Obi doesn't give envelope. Peter Obi doesn't give anybody envelope. People that are trooping to him because of his character, who he is, a man of honor. And even if you give somebody 20 years, he cannot finish all the problems in this country. 100 years cannot, because every day comes with its own problems. Today is Saturday, Sunday will come with its own problem. So when somebody says, I will do just 4 years, what Peter Obi needs to do just to put in foundation. Understand? It's just to build. Our problem is that our foundation is wrong. Our foundation is wrong. So in 4 years, somebody can put that foundation. Then others will build on top. Government is a continuum. Government is like building a house. Mr. A can come and just lay the foundation of that house. Then Mr. B will come and build the wall of that house. Mr. C will come and put roof on that house. Mr. D will come and bring furniture to the house. That is what government is all about. But here, their mindset is that you must start on the foundation and build the wall, roof of the wall, and also bring and also put furniture, which is greed. Which is greed. Shakespeare said that the world is a stage, and we all are actors. When you come and act your own part, you leave the stage for other people to come and act theirs. So nobody can start that same one and continue till the end. It doesn't happen. So Peter Obi says he's going to do 1 term. I strongly believe him. And Peter Obi will never exceed that 1 term, no matter all the pressure. Pressure comes from what? Greed. Pressure comes from greed. So when he say he's going to do 1 term, he will do that 1 term. Look, in 2005, Peter Obi won the governorship of Anambra in 2003. PDP then manipulated it in favor of Ngige. Then P2B went back. P2B was the chairman, board of the directors of Fidelity Bank at that time. So P2B went back to his business because he has a business. He's not like most of these politicians who we call billionaires without enterprise. For you to be a billionaire, you must have a minimum of 1,000 workers. For you to be a billionaire, you must have a minimum of 1,000 workers. But today, we have Nigeria politicians are billionaires. They don't even have up to 5 workers. That's stoning fund. That is stoning fund. Understand? Imagine someone who just have bodyguards, no company anywhere, being a billionaire. Where did that money come from? Where are those companies? Where are the workers that generated those billions? So this is the question that we are not asking ourselves. So P2B has a business. When they declared the Ngige, the winner of the election, even though P2B won, P2B went back to his business. Understand?
Yeah.
So in 2005, he was addressing the Fidelity Bank directors when it was in the BC Kano that when the Supreme Court gave that judgment that it's P2B that won Anambra State. It was in the BC Kano who was in the hall that stood up and said, stop. Supreme Court has declared you winner of Anambra State election. Go back to Awka right now. So what the P2B said? P2B said, well, Ngige has served for 3 years. Let me go and complete the remaining 1 year.
Wow.
That was what P2B said. Ngige has served for 3 years. Let me go and complete the remaining 1 year. It was Femi Fanano. When I talk, I call names because I'm sure of what I'm talking. I don't say source.
Okay.
I don't say they say. When I talk, I call names. Whether good or bad, I call names. So it was Ndubisi Kanu that drew P2B's attention to the Supreme Court judgment. The Supreme Court had declared you the winner of Anambra governorship election. Go to Awka right now. So P2B said that he will go and serve the remaining 1 year, since Ngige has served the 3 years. Femi Fernando said no. Your 4 years start from the minute that you were sworn in. Once you are sworn in as a governor, you are going to serve 4 years. So can you imagine that? So when people are doubting P2B for saying that he's going to serve 4 years, it is those who don't trust themselves. It is those who don't trust themselves, and when you don't trust yourself, you will be painting everybody with the same brush. You'll be thinking that everybody is like you. And the people that are saying this are Middle Belt Forum, not even Southeasterners. So that shows who P2B is. It is his character that is sending him. And those who are criticizing P2B are doing themselves harm, both politically and otherwise, because P2B is no more a local champion.
Wow.
P2B is now in the category of Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu of this world. They are now in the category of Nnamdi Kanos of this world because they have put themselves in the consciousness of the people. P2B has put himself in the consciousness of Nigerian suffering masses. So, if you want to stab him, it will go back to you. Any insult on P2B is going back to those who are insulting him. Last week I said that P2B is like an ego. Whatever you do to him, he will keep on shining. So it is Middle Belt that is saying this. Mind you, Sonudo said that P2B should have his brain, should go for psychiatric test.
Yeah.
That is Sonudo. But middle belt people are now saying that they trust P2B. That even in the Bible, they said that Jesus did little miracle in his town of Bethlehem because of what? Their unbelief. Understand?
Yeah.
Because Jesus is a Jew. The Gentiles accepted him. Why the Jews rejected him? So I'm giving you a contrast between the middle belt and Sonudo. But the original Igbo masses are truly in support of P2B and will always be in support of him. We are proud of him and we'll keep on marketing him.
Okay, if you're just joining, this is recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and we just finished discussing on the story that said Peter Obi one day. Oh, okay. Peter Obi has integrity. He'll keep his one-term promise by the Middle Belt Forum. Now we're going to go to the third story for today, which says Peter Obi won the 2023 election. Tinubu came a distant third. Babachar Lawal made this statement. Dr. David Babachar Lawal, a former secretary to the government of the Federation, SGF, on Tuesday declared that the candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Peter Gregory Obi, won the February 25 presidential election and not Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress, as announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Babachar Lawal disclosed that President Bola Tinubu came a distant third in the number of votes scored. The former SGF Babachar Lawal hinted that available factual data as aggregated from several independent sources indicated that Obi got the majority vote, while Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party came second in the election. In quotes, he said, Bola, the president, and his group are now in government and are in full control of Nigeria's vast resources and opportunities. They are enjoying their offices while Nigerians languish in insecurity, poverty, and hopelessness. This was said by the former SGF. He also said, in quote, I quote him, "Fuel prices will continue to gallop upwards until only they can afford it. The naira will continue to race downhill in a free fall until only they can afford anything in the market. Insecurity will continue its escalation until every community in the nation is consumed by it," the Adamawa-born politician declared. Wow, doctor, all this thing, like everything is going to go up till they can only be the one to afford it. If this continues, if this happens, what is the fate of Nigerians?
Well, I want to first talk about the election. In 2022, on this desk, I was telling people, if you vote wrongly, prepare to suffer. That was my mantra in 2022, a year before the election. I was saying, if you vote wrongly, prepare to suffer. Nigerians voted rightly, but Inec stole their mandate. Then, and the Supreme Court affirmed the stolen mandate. So, I watched that interview. I don't know how many Nigerians watch it, but as a researcher, I make sure I put my eyes in a lot of things. I watched that interview. That interview was with Sheung of channels. So, and when he said that, because he said you are so-called president. That was how this discussion started. Babachir on the wall said, you are so-called president. Sheung Akembanoye now said, why do you call Tinubu so-called president, the president of Nigeria? Babachir Nawal said, because he did not win the election.
So why is this coming up now instead of then?
Wait. He said, because he did not win the election. Then Sheung asked him who won. No, Sheung said, but the Inec and the Supreme Court said that he won. Babachir said that's what they're supposed to say because Inec is in their pocket. Understand me? So he now asked him who won. Shehu asked who, because Babachia Nawal is from Adamawa. Atiku Abubakar is from Adamawa. So Shehu thought that Babachia want to be sentimental.
Yeah.
So he asked him who won. Is it Atiku? That's somebody from his own state. He said no, it's not Atiku. It is P2B.
Wow.
Understand me? He said it is not Atiku who's from Adamawa with him, that it is P2B. Then he now asked him, how did you know? He said that they have people on the street who connected datas. And from there, they know who won. So that what Inec declared is different from the data in their possession. So this is a Hausa man, not an Igbo man, not an Anambra man. So this is not that he is defending his brother. His brother is Atiku. But he said that it's not Atiku that won, that it is P2B that won. He asked him, how do you know? He said that they have people on the streets, that they have agents, they have people who monitor the election, and they go through their data and saw that P2B won. Understand me? That is Babachia Underwa now from Bauchi State, from Adamawa State. Before then, El Rufai brought out a list of the 2023 election, how it was manipulated. And in that list confirmed what Babachia said.
Wow.
That list showed that P2B won 19 states. This El Rufai from Kaduna State, not a Okeke or Okafor from Igbo land. Understand me?
Yeah.
This is El Rufai now, bringing out how they manipulated the 2023 election. And that originally showed that P2B won 19 states. A list that El Rufai brought out. Then, this is number 2 now.
Yeah.
Then, Rotimi Amechi said that as far as he is concerned, that P2B won Rivers State. But he did not know how they changed it.
Wow.
Mind you, nobody from the Southeast has contributed to this discussion.
Yeah. Because
they are being careful, because they know that they are the target of DSS, EFCC. As I told you, that's whether you are right or wrong depends on where you come from and the party that you belong to. So, Rotimi Amechi, who was the minister in APC and the DG Buhari campaign organization, said that as far as he is concerned, that P2B won Rivers State, but he did not know how they changed it. Everybody on one single individual, P2B. There's no contradiction. There's no contradiction. So for me, my mind tells me that what these people said is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I have a question to ask, and said, what are the potential risks or benefits of revisiting the 2023 election results, and how can this impact Nigeria's democratic development?
Well, we cannot visit it again, but P2B made a statement some time ago that one day, the person that won 2023 election will be announced. That's what P2B said. You know, 1993, Abure won. Understand? Won under SDP. It is about 34 years that they now agree that he won.
Wow.
Understand me? It was more than 34 years that they now say yes. Abure won the 1993 presidential election. And but in the consciousness of good Nigerians, they know who won 2023.
Exactly.
Anybody who tells himself the truth, anybody, understand me, knows who won in 2023 election.
Okay, considering Lawal's past affiliation with the APC and current association with the ADC, how can this influence his views on the 2023 election?
Well, one when I was waiting for something when El Rufai brought out that list. I was waiting for Bayo Ononoga to jump at him. I was waiting for Fani Kakayode to speak. I was waiting for Reno or mockery. Nobody countered him. Understand? Nobody countered him. One, because of where he comes from. Because their power is when Igbo people speak. Their power is when Obi speak. Understand? But when people from the other parts of the country speak, they become deaf. They become eyes water. They pretend as if they did not hear. So up to today, they have not counted that list that El Rufai showed to the world. They have not said that what Babachir and Nawal said is not true. They have not said that what Rotimi Amechi said is not true.
True. All right, if you're just joining us, this is recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Here we talk about the story that made headlines during the week. By 5 o'clock, I'll be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. You can also start sending your messages on WhatsApp. Once we're ready to receive the calls, I'm going to read them all out. We're talking about first, your guilt or innocence now depends on your party, not evidence. ADC blast EFCC. That's the first story we talked about today. The second story says Peter Obi has integrity. He will keep his one-time promise. This was said by the NBF. The third story, which is Peter Obi won the 2023 election. Tinubu came a distant third. This statement was made by Babachir Lawal, and this is the story we just finished discussing. Now we're gonna move to the next story, which says Tinubu will get 2 million Southeast votes. Come 2027, Tinubu will get 2 million Southeast votes. This statement was made by Bola. President Bola Tinubu's special advisor on policy communication, Daniel Bola, has said that he will get 2 million votes from the Southeast in the 2027 election. Bola, who spoke on Channels Television's Current Affairs program on Wednesday, declared that the president will secure more than 4 times what he got in the 2023 election. According to him, Tinubu will record more votes because the Labour Party candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi's influence, has waned. In quotes, he said, "This is going to be like, I don't know how to describe it, but let me take you zone by zone." He said, "You see the Southeast, I guarantee you, President Bola Tinubu is going to get more than 4 times, if not 6 times, the value of the votes he got. He will get up to 2 million. He also said there are lots of votes in the region. As I tell you, he's not going to get a ticket in any of the parties." He's saying this concerning Peter Obi. He said he's not going to get any ticket from any parties, including ADC, PDP, and LP. He also said the problem now is that he might not even get the vice presidential ticket from the way things are going. But whether Peter Obi is a ticket bearer of the party, he has lost more than 50% of his votes because they were not votes that were built on agenda and politics. They were built on rhetoric and division. And Nigeria people's eyes are open, Bola said. Doctor, this story actually is baffling me.
Do you know what the meaning of that word? Hallucination. That is what Daniel Buada is going through. He is hallucinating. He is hallucinating. And but I don't blame him because he must defend his stomach. These are the people who think through their stomach, not through their head. These are the people who what guides them is their stomach, not their intelligence, not their reasoning ability. This is somebody who said that even if you give Tinubu 1,000 years, that Tinubu has no capacity to do anything, and nothing will change in the country. That's what Daniel Bwanda said, that even if you give Tinubu 1,000 years, that nothing will change in the country. Understand? So when people behave that way, you know that you don't take them serious. You know that you will not take such people serious. So, but forgetting, assuming that Bwanda is here, I will have told him, let us bet if Tinubu can get 50,000 votes from the southeast.
But what gave him the
He has to defend his stomach. Understand me? He has to defend his meal ticket.
because he don't know what's in the mind of the people, but yet he's saying this with full alacrity.
He wants to make Tinubu happy. Yes, Daniel is talking. Understand me? So he is saying what he is supposed he is supposed to say. So I don't blame him. What happened in 2023 is going to be is nothing with what is going to happen in 2027. Because the hunger in 2023 is nothing to write home about with the hunger now. Understand me?
But the people actually came out to vote 2023. But after everything, it was still.
And they are coming out. They are coming out.
2027.
They are coming out to vote in 2027.
And this 2027, there is a sure win, right?
In 2027, they are coming out to. They are jittery about P2B. These people are jittery about P2B. Let me tell you now what most Nigerians don't know. Why all of them are attacking P2B. These political parties are conducting their opinion polls. Understand me? APC is conducting opinion polls. Even Atiku is conducting his opinion polls. Understand me? People's opinion are being sampled. In all these polls being conducted, P2B is leading. In all these polls being conducted in different parts of the country, P2B is leading among the youths. And the 65% of Nigerian population are the youths. So P2B is the candidate of the youths. So that's why all of them are shouting P2B, P2B, P2B. Because they, on their own, are conducting opinion polls. And when they conduct it, they will see that P2B is at the top. That's why all of them, Operation Stop P2B, Operation Stop P2B. That's why under everybody there are talking about only P2B, as if P2B is the only politician in the country.
Okay, Doctor, concerning the statement that he made, do you think recent defections of southern governors to the APC and endorsements from opposition governors will influence Tinubu's popularity in the southeast?
Forget about a defection. In 2023, Soludo worked against P2B as a sitting governor. Tinubu did not get up to 10% of the votes in Anambra. Even upon that, the governor worked against P2B. Tinubu did not get up to 10% in Anambra, and I keep on saying it. Soludo cannot even deliver his own local government to P2B. Let alone that's Anambra State. He cannot deliver. He don't have that capacity. So governors are not the people. Understand me? If Inec Soti defects to APC from Abure State, if Inec Soti defects to APC today, he is on his own. The masses are not defecting with him. Understand me? So it is the governors that are defecting, not the people. This is what they should know. It is the governors that are defecting. If OT defects today, it does not mean that all Abians are now in APC. Understand? The governor and his family has moved over to APC. Peter Nosike and his family are still with Obi. and and that's on the mindset of 99% of the populations in the southeast. Governors can do anything. After all, does Oti know how I took my breakfast this morning? Or the answer is no. So he cannot tell me how to vote. He can only tell those that he has control over. And he don't have control over more than 1,000 people. So that is it. Daniel Boanda, that is saying what he is supposed to say.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, where you're given a voice. We are talking about stories that made headlines during the week. The first story was your guilt or innocence now depends on your party, not evidence. ADC blasts EFCC. Peter Obi has integrity. He will keep his one-time promise. This statement was made by MBF, and that was the second story. The third story was Peter Obi won the 2023 election. Tinubu came a distant third. This statement was made by Babachir Lawal. And the fourth story, which we just finished discussing, says Tinubu will get 2 million Southeast votes, said by Daniel Boala. Now this leads us to our next story that we're going to be discussing this evening. Just stay tuned. By 5 o'clock I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. For those calling now, please call once it's 5 o'clock. You can send in your messages on WhatsApp. Once at this time I'll read them out. Okay, so let's move to the next story, which says Ibom Air Saga. Obi slams double standards. Former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi has condemned the treatment meted out to an Ibom Air passenger over allegations of assault against the airline's crew. Reacting to a viral clip where the Ibom Air passenger Comfort Emansin was seen being dragged away from the aircraft by security officials and in the process was stripped of her dress, Obi said on his X handle that the treatment meted out to her was dehumanizing. Emerson was earlier seen in a video clip assaulting an Ibom Air crew member on a flight from Uyo to Lagos, which prompted the Airline Operators of Nigeria (AON) to place her on a no-fly list indefinitely. Obi condemned the passenger's unruly behavior, but said the treatment meted out to her was worse than that which was meted out to popular Nigerian musician King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal Kwam, who was seen in a video trying to prevent a value jet aircraft from taking off. He said in quote, "We must end this selective treatment of the poor or less privileged. If justice must be served, it should be served to all, and it must be served fairly. The Minister of Aviation and other relevant authorities owe the public an explanation for these double standards in their adjudication. Justice must be just, or it is nothing at all. The rule of law based on justice for all must remain the guidepost of our democracy," said Peter Obi. Now, Doctor, do you think the handling of the Ibom Air incident reflects a broader issue of selective justice in Nigeria, where the powerful and influential are treated differently?
Well, selective justice, selective investigation, selective punishment, that's has become a norm under the APC government. It has become a culture under the APC government. And now a lot of people have been informed about what really transpired. That's in that Ibom Air thing. One, the passenger behavior was uncalled for. She was unruly. She was disrespectful. Understand? But the Ibom Air hostess or work or staff were not trained at all. They have no training in human management. They have no training in counseling. It's just like somebody just went to the park, just motor park, because there are some decent parks. Just gather some people, g- give them air hostess uniform, and say, go and start work. They have no training in conflict resolution. If they have a training, that thing will not have escalated to that point. Understand? Because I have read what eyewitnesses said, and they were very different from what Abum Air tried to,
To say,
to send out. Understand?
yeah.
So, but that does not justify the action of that comfort
Yeah,
Emerson, because if he has a self control, silence would have solved all those problems. Understand me? Silence would have solved all those problems, but they angered her. Understand? And he acted under provocation, which to me he overacted. Understand?
Yeah.
But for them to send her nude picture that's on social media shows how irresponsible they are. I mean, the Abum Air staff. For them to send their comfort naked picture to the social media, because it was them that we are filming. Understand me? So what they did was an overkill. But that's not the bone of contention here. The bone of contention is one, treating Mr. A as you treat Mr. B. That's what P2B is saying. P2B is not in support of comfort action. Understand? His pain is how two people who committed the same offense, one was promoted and one was sent to prison. Understand? So that is selective judgment, selective treatment. That's a country where some people are more equal than the others. That's like I said before. So we need an egalitarian society where everybody will be equal, where there will be no preferential treatment. Understand me? And that's the call that P2B is making. An egalitarian society where there will be no discrimination, no preferential treatment, where everybody will be treated the same way.
Okay.
And that is one of the things that Martin Luther King said in his I Have a Dream. That he have a dream that one day, understand, his children will not be judged because of the color of their skins, but the content of their character. But here in Nigeria, we are being judged because of where we come from. Understand? And not on and the political party or the political party we belong to, or the political party that we have sympathy for, are not by the content of our character. Understand me? So what Martin Luther King crusaded in the United States, we are still practicing it in this country. We are being judged by our tribe, by our tongue, instead of the content of our character. So how can two people commit the same offense and you send one that to prison and send the other one to 5-star hotel? Why both of them committed the same offense?
All right, this is recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We've been discussing about a series of stories that made the headlines. Without much else, we're actually going to go to the final story for today before accepting calls and reading out messages. Now, the final story says federal government appoints Kwam One as an ambassador. The federal government has announced an ambassadorial role for Fuji Maestro Wasiu Ayinde, better known as Kwam1 or K1 the Ultimate. This is in addition to the reduction of the 6-month no-fly ban imposed on him to 1 month. Similarly, the government has announced the restoration of the license of the pilot and co-pilots involved in the ValueJet airline incident after 1 month suspension. In a statement this Thursday morning, August 13, 2025, Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo announced that the move, along with the pardoning of Ibom Air jailed passenger Comfort Emansen, followed critical consultations with stakeholders in the aviation sector. Keyamo wrote, in the case of Kwam1, the NCAA is to reduce his flight ban to a 1-month period, while in the case of Captain Oluranti Ogoye and the co-pilot First Officer Ivan Oloba of ValueJet, the NCAA is to restore their licenses after the same period of 1-month ban after undergoing some mandatory personnel reappraisal. The minister's statement read in part. The details will be announced by the NCAA. Doctor, please, I need your analysis concerning this story.
Nigerians should know that the reason why Comfort Emerson was pardoned was because of not because of her, but because of Kwam1. That's the reason.
Because the incident have already happened before, so
yes, so
in order not to be criticized.
So if not, if Kwam1 own did not happen, she would have been in Kirikiri as we speak. So, but they know that there's already awareness, there's already consciousness. So the issue is that, okay, let us just pardon the two of them. Understand? So because pardoning Kwam1 and still keeping the other one in prison will raise more eye. People are already everywhere.
Yeah.
And so that is it's not because of that girl. It's not that this is what is a matter of can't help. There's nothing again we can do. Let us also pardon this one. Then giving him ambassadorial position.
Yeah.
This morning I was doing a program on TV between 8 to 10. I was doing a program on TV. And there was an issue of the Dangote driver that killed a relation of Fina, the Big Brother Niger star. So this driver was underage. He was just 16 years old. That's number one, underage. Driving a trailer, 16 years old. Number two, has no license. So when the boy the boy, I said that when they have taken him to court and he accepted guilty. Understand me?
Yeah.
So I say, since he has accepted guilty, they should also appoint him ambassador of road safety. Understand?
Yeah.
They should also appoint him ambassador of road safety. So now, when you commit the offense, they will appoint you the ambassador of the offense that you committed. And this shows you that a country that is going backward. This shows you a country that is going backward. And I will tell you for free, if it's an Igbo musician that committed that offense, he would have been in Kirikiri or Kuje prison as we speak. So just because of this thing is coming because of one who he knows, and where he comes from. That's why all these things are happening, and there's no way this country can move forward under this condition. Understand? There's no way this country can move forward under this condition. Where laws are made for the poor, exceptions are made for the rule. When a poor commits the offense, he will be sent to prison. When a rich man commits the same offense, he will be promoted, appointed ambassador. So there's no way this country can move forward under this condition.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is VOP 90.3 FM, and we are discussing about the stories that made headline here on Recap. The stories, I'm going to read them out again before receiving the calls this evening. The first story said, your guilt or innocence now depends on your party, not evidence. ADC blasts EFCC. The second story says Peter Obi has integrity. He will keep his one-term promise. This statement was made by the MBF. The third story says Peter Obi won the 2023 election. Tinubu came a distant third, Babachal Lawal said. The fourth story said Tinubu will get 2 million Southeast votes. This statement was made by Boala. The fifth story is Ibom Air Saga Obi slams double standards. And the final story we just finished analyzing says federal government appoints Kwamwan as ambassador. It is time to call in and join in the conversation. Tell us what you think about these stories that have been read out and analyzed today. This is Voice of the People, where I will give you a voice. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp via 0817 175 6338. You can also call us via WhatsApp. Yeah, we're here to answer your calls. It is time to call. I'm waiting for your call. Um, before take okay, I think I have my first call.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Dr. Anosike, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Ralph, calling from Satellite Town.
Okay, go ahead.
Honestly, the whole thing you have said it all. And it's so touching when you're analyzing some certain things compared to how Nigeria is going. Especially the issue of Kwan. I've never seen things like this since I was born. I've never seen things like that. That somebody committed a crime. You have to award him an ambassador. Is there an ambassador for taking alcohol in a flask to enter a flight? Or is there an is there an ambassador that he tried to dodge a aeroplane in an air track? Well, is he even supposed to be there by that time? Is it not because of knowing somebody or because of who he is that they allow him to move all the way from that gate to near the door of the aeroplane? And yet, the aeroplane door is closed, and he's still standing there with a flask of alcoholic or bottled water. Honestly speaking, and then the issue of P2B, okay, in fact, the issue of Bawala or whatever they call him, these guys, they are speaking for what they're paying for. There's one thing about this called P2B of my man. Whoever that talks about him, they say it based on their own, the what they feel about him. As I'm talking to you, I don't think P2B has any strong spokesperson that is coming out to TV or any social media to defend him. I think whoever that's defending P2B, they are doing it because of the love they have on him. You can't compare it to Orina Omoke or this Bayo or this one that said. They are coming to defend what they are paying for. So there's no way I can take them serious. So that's the thing. So keep it up. And God bless you.
Thank you very much for your message this evening.
I'm talking to you, I don't think P2B has any strong spokesperson that is coming out to TV or any social media to defend him. I think whoever that's defending P2B, they are doing it because of the love they have on him. You can't.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
Faith, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm hearing you now. Good evening.
Hey, this network, yeah.
Good evening. I'm hearing you now.
Yeah, good evening, Faithful.
Yes,
Good evening, Mr. Peter Anosike.
welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
My name is Jova.
Okay.
Faith, be reminding us of your name. Some people will be calling you Amina very soon now. You did not remind us again.
I'm sorry. My name is Faithful.
Uh-huh. Mr. Anosike and Faith. It was it not at the last election that somebody was used to, bamboozle some persons, and at the end, the person was almost made a minister for transportation, which is still in the courts, or what is it called, the president of Nigerian Union of Road Transport. And that person was told to quit office, and the person did not do that.
Hello? Oh, network is disturbing. Mr. Joval, it seems you're going to call us back. Do call us back. We're going to pick your call.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. My
It's
mentor.
Faith. It's faithful. Faithful.
Faithful, sorry, no verse. My mentor agreed over there.
Thank you so much.
Your name and
Mr. Peter
location.
Nazik. You have Mr. Bestman on the line. Mr. Peter Nazik, God bless you. That is why you remain my mentor. I always listen to you. That's why I always make my provision of my time to listen to you. I always feel joy when I listen to you. How can a country move with this kind of lawlessness, double standard judgment? Okay, how can you bring number 3 to number 1 to be president? I won the day of the election when I reached the polling unit. After my voting, my breath inside me, I said, yes, the candidate I voted for you is now a winner. Then I left. I was surprised when they were counting this, they now turned it upside down. They did it, the same Kekere Kwan and his gang. They did it in Imo State, set Imo State to turn Imo State to Afghanistan. Now they have now set Nigeria to Afghanistan again. The whole Nigeria now to war zone, terrorists, kidnapping, all the things. How can a country move like this with this kind of standard? Others, okay, now, PDP people, when PDP was doing this thing and the APC was doing this, they were thinking that international people were not looking at them. Look at what they call them. They call them now today now APC and the PDP, they are not terrorist organizations. So anything you are doing, people are watching you. I get surprised that Nigerians are behaving like nobody's watching them. And then you are setting bad antecedent for this country. This country is very fertile and then very peaceful and then very good organized land. But individual inside. The old men you are looking up to, they are criminals. The old men, they are the criminals pulling this country down. How can you, okay, if your father is a thief, if your father is a thief, then what means you think that your father is a thief, you watch your father at it. You think that your father is a thief, is a good thing.
Summarize, please.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for calling in. I appreciate your calls. Do well to call us on 0700 903 903 903.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
My name is Shoga from Alagbado.
All right, go ahead.
I just want to correct a notion from what Mr. Peter Nosike is saying. These people are not being judged. Politicians don't care where you come from. They don't care about where you come from. It is not because you are a Yoruba or an Igbo man. What they do is that once you are close to them, you are in the good book of the power that be, you will be favored.
Hello? Uh-oh.
You see Wasiu Ayinde Marshal was favored because of his closeness to Tinubu, not because he's a Yoruba man. Emefiele was like a demigod during Buhari's time. Unfortunately for him, he overused his power, used it to fight Tinubu, and unfortunately for him, the Tinubu that he dealt with later became president. That one decided to take vengeance. So that is what is going on. Orji Uzor Kalu was convicted to spend 12 years in prison. He was later, they bring it back and say they discharge him and acquit him, and he crossed to APC. Orji Uzor Kalu is a Igbo man. So it is not because of your tribe. Politicians are all together. They only divide the masses. They don't care if you are in their good book, you are favored. If you are in the bad book, you are dealt with. That is just what is going on. If that lady on the airplane, if you were to be a Yoruba lady too, they will deal with her. They will deal with her. But Kwamwan is just It's just because of his closeness to Tinubu, and that is just it, not because he's a Yoruba man. Igbos, Yoruba, we are the same in the eyes of these politicians, and that is it.
Okay.
When they want to share this thing, they don't bring up tribal sentiment. When they want to share money or Nigeria's wealth among themselves, that is just it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your for your say about what we talked about this evening. Do well to call us. Hello.
Hello,
Hello. Good evening.
my name is Uchoka.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, from Okapo. Hello, are
Yeah.
you
Go
hearing
ahead.
me?
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
I thank Dr. here and you faithful.
Thank you.
May God bless all of you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now, what I'm saying now is that it's not A-Rufai lamenting what happened in 2023 or Babashe Olawa lamenting what happened in 2020. The fear of the future is the beginning of wisdom. What are we going to do in 2027? Because the instruments that work in 2023 are still there and they still remain the same. They never change. That's the question we should be asking. We make all noise today. What happens tomorrow? Will there be any change? I want an official to answer me that question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do well to call us on 0700 903 903 903. We're here to answer all your calls. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Faith.
Good evening. Your name and location?
Yeah, good evening to Dr. Anosike. My name is Chike. I'm calling from my papa.
Oh, Chike, go ahead.
All right. First of all, I want to start from Dan Eguala's statement about Tinubu getting 2 million votes from Southeast.
From Southeast, yeah.
I think that statement is just, is maybe him himself is not in his normal. I don't want to use but let me tell you what happened in my state during the last election. In my local government, the person who is controlling the APC or in fact the whole local government is the senator there and my elder brother, two of them. What they tell the people to do, that's what they will do. In fact, I will mention their name because I am not in support of APC, and that is why both of us don't go in the same line.
No.
That senator that had altercation with the woman, the former senator, Obi Ozekwe. So, but during the election, during that 2023 election, what they did is they called the community leaders and tell them, for presidency, you vote for Peter Obi, but for governorship, you vote for APC. Anybody who refuses to do that, why are they saying APC for governors? Because of their personal interest. But all the people that surround Tinubu today, it is not every sacrifice that they will offer Tinubu. So Tinubu is playing to the gallery, and by 2027, I think that he might be disgraced at the end of the day with his smartness. Then finally, for that incident that happened in that aircraft, starting from the hostess or the staff on the aircraft, I believe that it is not that they are not well trained. That video can be regarded as attempted to rape the lady, because 3 men is already carrying the lady, dragging her. The lady is already in the hand of 3 men. Somebody came from nowhere and removed her clothes and dressed her. So what was the intention? If the lady was unruly on this, then the 3 men is already carrying her. So what was that intention behind removing her clothes? That person is supposed to, even though they decided to withdraw the cases and forgive them, that particular person who took that kind of action should be punished. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution this evening. Do well to call us via the number 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us or send us a message via WhatsApp with the number 0817
Sorry,
Hello.
I called back because there was network when I called earlier. My
Okay.
name is Raf, calling from Satellite Town.
All right, go ahead.
Then the issue of fighting corruption by EFCC. To me, Tamboa might be corrupt already, maybe have a corrupt allegation. I agree. But why are they fighting the oppositions? Somebody is still moving around today, and there are a lot of them in that APC government. And when you move to APC, nobody is ready to question you or to arrest you. Why is it that the opposition will start to fighting now? What I know is that the AFCC is a tool used by a ruling party to silence the opposition, and it shouldn't be like that. No party will fight corruption in that way. Then Peter will be telling you that he will serve only for 4 years. Trust me. Why are we Nigerians saying that 4 years is not constitutional? Is it because these guys made us to believe that you must come back to second time? And you and I know that the second time they don't do anything. Look at the government, for instance, now. He's already in 2 years. 2 years is to borrow. Next 2 years is to start campaign. Next 4 years is to completely stolen. So what are they doing? Constitutional is 4 years is enough. So Peter said he's serving 4 years. That's how it should be. And he's saying the right thing, and I trust him over it.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your take concerning this stories that was discussed this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp or call us via WhatsApp with the number 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, my name is Chebe the Preacher Man. I'm calling from Ethiopia, Augusta.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to contribute to what you guys have been saying. I see that in Nigeria, there's a problem, a general problem in Nigeria. When you watch the North, there's peace and there's unity. I wouldn't say justice. There's unity there. But in the South is fighting each other. The South is fighting each other. That is why there's a big problem. And if the South does not unite, the North will continue to ride on the South. And you see what is going on in Lagos. Check it out. They took the streets, some of the streets that belong to Igbos, and changed it and gave it to Yoruba people. And they took the bus stop that belongs to Caliber. They gave it to Yoruba man. What are they doing? Later they say one Nigeria, one Nigeria. I don't think they are showing us that we actually one Nigeria. Look at what is going on. They are not showing us that there is actually one Nigeria. So how do we work it out? How do we get out of this quagmire that Nigeria is in? What if we start doing it also in the East and start destroying or changing the things that replicate the Yorubas or the Hausas? How is it going to be? This is what I just want to chip in this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your contribution this evening. Do well to call us and join in the conversation. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, how are you, Faith?
I'm doing good, and you? Your name and
I'm
location?
okay. Yeah, like I see, I'm coming from from UK.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, I first of all, I just want to really appreciate you guys. You are doing a marvelous job,
Thank you.
and God bless you. And also, I bring greetings to your guest, doctor.
Mm.
Yeah, just my own is just a quick one. Um, concerning P2B and the fourth term tenure.
Mm.
No sane person will oppose that that comment from P2B because normally that's how it should be. It mustn't be 8 years before if you are really a positive about turning your country to a better place.
Mm.
4 years is very, very enough to make the headways, to put things in the right perspective.
Mm.
So unfortunately, Soludo, Anambra State Governor, is a very selfish man. He shouldn't have said what he said, even though he wasn't, according to him, that wasn't referring to P2B. But that comment was really irresponsible. So for me, I think P2B is right on the course, and I pray that we'll support him and get it right in 2025, 27. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your contribution on the stories that was read out and analyzed today. Do well to call us on 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, faithful.
Good evening. Your name and location.
Dr. Alan Faithful, most from Elasa Manja.
Go ahead.
Yes, I want to, the fourth term of Peter Obi's campaign for the Southeast will not accept it because number one, the Southeast are not able to only serve fourth term. Even though he would do well, it will not be as if it is that of the special state that no. Other look at now. This according to some people saying that it is agreement. There's one agreement between the North and the South. If Tinubu is 4 years will complete it. Let us not talk about the remaining 4 years. Bosajo, 8 years. Tinubu 4 years. VP from the Yoruba, Osibajo. So only the Southwest will have 12 years. When we talk about the North, look at what happened to the Northeast. The Southeast. That's what is also happened to the Northeast. After Kamara Balewa, who else again? After Island Azikwe, who else again from the only person that there was Kwame. So between the North and the South, we said we are missing a point. It's not only the South and the South, it's the Southwest and the Northwest. They are really taking all the goodies. What happened to the Northeast? What happened to the Southeast? We are not talking about, okay, if we are to do that 8 years of from the 6th geographical region, 8 years, times 6, for something, you want to tell me that the Bible will not work in the next for something years? When you have people come from politicians like Simbajo and the man from this one, so many of them. And another point I want to say, we should not be so big alone. We have a couple of politicians from the Southeast. One day this one will attack the Igbo and say, it's only a deal people have. You people have another politician. No, we have many people. So you not be only a deal, so you look at Igbo as dry with political politicians. No, it's not only a deal alone. We have a couple of politicians from the Southeast who can become president of Nigeria. So let us always say that paradise. To not be so that one of these days they will attack that only a deal for the time, only a deal that will go. And they have many from the other region. We have many from the Southeast also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your contributions. Okay, Doctor.
What I want to say, it must not be how long, but how well. It must not be how long somebody stays in office, but how well. The North has dominated the rulership in Nigeria, but that Nigeria is being described as the poverty capital of the world is not because of southern Nigeria, it's because of the northern Nigeria. So holding power for 20 years does not mean that you are going to complete. It's what do you do with that power? So the North has been holding power, but they don't know what to do with that power. So it is not how long somebody spends in an office, it's how well the person did in that office. So this is what we need is somebody that will come and lay the right foundation. Nobody can finish all the problems in this country. Even if Peter Obi stays 20 years as a president, he will not solve all the problems in Nigeria. 20 years of Peter Obi in the office. So what we need is for somebody to lay that foundation for others to build upon. And that's what Peter Obi had decided to do. I will use 4 years to lay that foundation. So it is not I must spend 8 years. 8 years doing what? Buhari spent 8 years in office. Katsina State was number 32 in WAEC last year. Katsina State, Buhari's own state as the president. So what did his 8 years impact on the people? Zero.
All right, this is recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and right now we are taking calls and messages. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also send us some messages on WhatsApp, or you can call as well with the number 0817 175 6338. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Faithful, how are you? Anosika, how are you? So
I'm
be calling from
good, and
Ikeja.
you go ahead.
Faithful, are you sure you're faithful to Anosika?
Very faithful.
Okay. Anosika, agree to.
Good evening, sir.
Anosika, please help me to ask them. They say 4 years is not enough for people. Person where they no do, no overtime go do. Faithful, if you are paid 500,000 and they give you overtime of 30,000, what would that 30,000 do for you? The 500,000 is not enough for you. Is it the 30,000 that is enough for you? So extra 4 years is what makes I don't want to make a lead do well when you give the person extra 4 years. For me, that is buncombe for me. You see, for people, I hope people that are listening, no structure, no this, no that. They have heard what Erufai said. They have heard what Babachala. That is why people don't believe in Bible and Quran. They don't fear Quran and Bible any longer. That is why our leaders should swear in our local deity. Anybody, if you say that it did not win, come and swear in your local deity. If you survive 1 week, we'll take. So people will come and next time when you talk, if your head swells up or hand swell up, next time when you talk, you'll be shocked. They have seen that structure. It never mattered. We are governors. Delta State was PDP, they lost. Imo State, APC, they lost. Where do you call it? Akwa Ibom, PDP, they lost. Everywhere they lost to a man that never has structure. And still people don't believe. So what else do we want? It will be the fear of it will be the beginning of wisdom. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your input concerning the stories that was being read today. Okay, I'm going to read out some WhatsApp messages. Good evening, VOP. Good evening. Honestly, there's a more biased, partisan, and selective in fighting corruption under the leadership of APC government. EFCC is a tool in the hand of ruling party to fight opposition. We may complain and talk about past administration, but this present government is worse compared to all the past administration. As for Peter Obi, he's the only politician I can with my life that whatever he said he would do. He will, and that's why our corrupt politicians are afraid of him. Raf from Searchlight Town. Raf, thank you so much for your message this evening. Good evening, VOP. Good evening. This topic is very dear to Nigerians, and if we tell the Inec chairman to tell Nigerians who won 2023 election, that will settle the minds of us all. We know that Peter Obi won the election, and the Inec chairman and judges gave it to BAT to rule. Now we have seen what we are in for. The policy its side is gone, and that brought all these sufferings you see today. Thank you. My name is Chukuma from Ilasamaja. Have a nice day. Have a nice day too, Mr. Chukuma. Good evening, VOP. Bola should not preemptively suggest a fraudulent outcome in an election that hasn't even taken place. If he believes Peter Obi won't be nominated by any political party aside from the APC, that's his opinion. Regardless, any evil plans against Peter Obi will ultimately fail. God bless you, sir. Special greetings to the guest doctor in the studio. I honestly don't understand why they are so afraid of Peter Obi. Emmanuel from Lagos. Thank you very much for your message. EFCC is biased in their fight against corruption. What have they done about Betta Edu and even Akpabio just because they are in the president's camp? John from Ijanike. Faith, please stop bringing people like Daniel Bola issue to the news because it lacks integrity. John from Ijanike, thank you very much for that. Federal government appointing Kwawan as an ambassador is shameful. Soon, Bello Tuji, the notorious bandit leader, will be appointed as ambassador of peace. John from Janiki, thank you very much for your messages. Good evening, VOP Radio. What I want to say is that Peter Obi won the 2023 general election by winning 19 states and the FCT, and Tinubu came third. But it's only in Nigeria that number 3 becomes number 1, and also number 4 becomes number 1, which was done in Imo State. And it's only in Nigeria that a dead man will rule as a president for 6 years. Please let all these things stop so that Nigeria can move forward. Good evening once again. Good evening, Mr. Chijoke Igwe from Makinde. Mr. Chijoke, thank you very much for your input about the stories. That was right. Good evening. For the release of Kwamwon and Comfort Emerson and making them ambassador. Okay, the person they made ambassador is Kwamwon. It's just eye service to cover up the damage they have done to this country by making us a world laughing stock. President set a bad precedence as usual. Now that we will tell our children, ambassador for bad acts like Abure badging in front of a bus or Keke Marwa for Kwamwan, his act was a terrorist act. In the same country, he'll be arrested or shot on sight, but the government released him because of 2027 elections campaign to sing for APC sycophants. Aguero is an ignorant man for election. For the comfort she needs to sell the Ibom air peace in billions for obstruction and disgracing her. Let her discuss with her lawyers. It's a shame the worst of all is ruling the best of us. Truly, that was a country. Dio from Lagos. Thank you very much for this message. Although you have more other messages. Okay, let me just skip through them. Good evening, Dr. Anosike, my journalist of the year and faith. With what Erufai Babachelawa revelation some days ago, with that electoral sheet shows that Obi won the 2023 elections. Tony Okocha said it, and in his twice interview in the River, saying how they rigged it for Tinubu. So through this, they made Yakubu turn Obi from number 1 to number 3. Now, Obi's mandate was stolen by this government. That is why they are attacking Obi right, left, and center. And when Obi talks, president and his musketeers are scared and jittery because the foundation that brought him into power is not credible. All that he does won't work. All he believes is to bribe away, snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. Thank you so much, Daya from Lagos, for your input concerning this stories that we read, we analyzed today. Daniel Bwala should tell the public where he hopes to get votes for Tinubu in Igbo land in 2027. Tofiawa. Tinubu ran away from 16 platforms where Nigerians waited to hear what he could do for Nigeria because he didn't know the answer to give and he could not even defend the accountancy he claims he had. Tinubu stole the mandate of Peter Obi with the help of Mahmoud Yakubu and the 12 judges who Tinubu bribed heavily. We need electoral reforms now before we do 2027 election. Leonard from Yaba, thanks for your input. Good afternoon, VOP. Good afternoon. I greet your guest. Please, I want to ask Ibom Comfort, is she the only one? You all, this in Nigeria 500k job, iPhone 16 Pro Max, land in Abuja, ambassador. Is it because of naked? There are many in Facebook. I beg away few whites now. So from Ayetoro Ayubo. Okay. I really don't understand the message, but thank you for your input. Good evening, VOP FM crew. Good evening. I totally agreed with it's not barrister. This is Dr. Anosike with the submission, but I can say it for free that Tinubu won't win 2027 presidential election in a free and fair contest. Even a blind man knows that Peter Obi won 2023 presidential election. Looking at the body language of Mr. President, he's not committed to a free, fair, and credible election. What we really need now is strong electoral reform ahead 2027 general election. Presently, we are planning a solidarity movement here in Lagos to canvass support for electoral reform ahead of 2027. Can I get Dr. contact for advisory, or when and where can we meet you next week Thursday, please? God bless VOPFM. Omar Ishmael from Ijaye Ojokoro, Lagos. Thank you for your message. Okay, Mr. Joval said, hi Faithful, please be telling us your name always, I beg. My name is Faithfulness. Okay, Faithfulness. Alright, Mr. Anosike, okay, driven by bias. Abidin from Bagada, thank you for your message. Faithful, good evening. Good evening. I agree, Dr. Anosike. Please, can Nigerians continue shouting at the APC to give Peter Obi his mandate so that peace will reign in this country? Because our people said that person that's holding someone on the ground is on the ground too. They are still forcing themselves and frustrating Peter Obi's chances of having presidential flag. Neka from Sulere, thank you very much for your message. Let us receive more calls before going more into the WhatsApp messages. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear.
Good evening.
Mr. Anosike, I agree to.
Thank you so much.
Your name
So,
and
Mr. Anosike, Joe from Bariga.
Okay.
Mr. Anosike, you did not notice that Nigeria has turned to patch state. You remember we used 39 billion to patch conference center. Now we want to patch international airport with 1 point something trillion, right? They have increased it, I think. So when you look at all these things, I want Mr. President, tell me, I always ask you this question, where are you taking Nigeria to? Mr. President, where are you taking Nigeria to? I think you are hearing in that Japan and Brazil. Where are you taking Nigeria to? Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for your input. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also send us a messages on WhatsApp via 0817 175 6338. Okay, I think I lost that call. All right, do well to call us back. We're here, we're gonna pick it, and we'll hear from you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Madam Spetkin.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening, my sister.
Thank you.
Brother Peter Nosika, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Your name and
Well
location?
my name is Ego Ivo from Church Bus Stop, Okukumaiko.
Okay, go ahead.
The issue of Daniel Blala, they're saying that Tinubu will get Southeast. I want to tell him that he's dreaming because last election in my own local government that made up of the 8 town, Tinubu only got 10 votes, and that 10 votes is mistakenly they put on there. So this time around, he will not even get even 1 vote. So Daniel Blala is dreaming. So even though all the governors and the Southeast defect to APC, they are not defecting with the masses, as Mr. Anosike said. So let them stop deceiving themselves. That is what I want to tell him.
Thank you very much.
Well done, my sister. Well done.
Thank you very much for your take. Thank you for calling. Hello? Hello? I think I lost this call. Okay. Hello. Please move away from the radio set.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, good evening. That's faithfulness.
Yes, sir. Your name and location?
Is it not faithful?
Oh, I lost that call. Do well to call us back. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, I'm hearing you. Good evening.
Adam Faithful, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hey, I'm hearing you. You can go ahead.
Hello?
Do well to call us back. I think your network is really having an issue. Call us back. We'll answer.
Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hello?
Good evening.
Hello?
What is
Hello?
wrong with the network?
Go on and talk what's on your mind.
Okay. Hello.
Hello? Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Aki Oshodi.
Okay.
Adam Faithful. Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Let me tell you one thing. This man do not want the election. He's not the type of Nigerians want. So he's just doing what he likes with the government did not pay many Nigerians because everybody, there is no food, nothing in this country. People are suffering here and there. And where all the money they are taking, they just share it amongst them. They say they want to do one bridge. Is that all? What are we going to wait for? Anywhere he is, let him know that he's no more. We will forget. We will forget him. Let him be doing all by 2027 by the day. We remove him away. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're really speaking with anger. Oh my God. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us on WhatsApp. We're gonna pick your call right here. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. I'm hearing you, sir.
Hello?
Please do well to call us back. And if you call, just go ahead with what you think about the stories that was discussed this evening, because I think the network is. Hello.
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 This network. Oh. All right, let me read out some more messages before taking some calls. Good evening, VOP crew. Visit of Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo to President Tinubu can't deny His Excellency Peter Obi victory in 2027 general election. I can recall in 1999 presidential election, Yorubas did not massively vote for President Obasanjo, but Chief Olufale. Based on my findings, Anambarians and Nigerians at large will massively vote for His Excellency Peter Obi in 2027 presidential election, and victory remains for Nigeria. There was a death of democracy in Nigeria's system of leadership. That is the major problem we are having. Having time, listening, and challenging APC members after defending their principle is a waste of strength. APC members are now prophets without God speaking to them. 2027 general election should be boycotted if electoral law remain unchanged. God bless Dr. Peter Nasuke for your educative clarification. Correct from Bariga. Thank you so much for your message. Hello. Hello. The network is really. Do well to call us back and call us on number 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us via WhatsApp or send us a messages via 0817 175 6338. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, can you hear me, please?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Can you hear me?
Do well to call us back. I'm hearing you all very clearly, and the listeners are hearing you too. When you call, just go ahead with what you have to say.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Sheyi from Surulere.
All right, Shay, go ahead.
For me, those people that say that Obi win, they're supposed to talk early. When they're there for position, that is where they can talk and Inec can do something, not when they now remove. So all those things that they are talking now is wrong. It's death around medicine after death. But the only thing that I just know is that for me, I even said it before election that Obi can win, but they will not give him because he never right. The way they are doing election in Nigeria is not something that anybody can just come out and say he wants to win. It's not possible unless he join those powerful people. When he joined them from the beginning, you don't already know the way they are rigging. Not that you just come like that, say you want to win. It's not possible.
So you suggest,
like now, if they not sign our electoral this thing, Obi cannot win next one too.
So you suggest you should team up with strong men.
You should team up.
And
that is the only way.
Who do you think he's actually going to team up with? If you're to
For
mention?
me, he can team up with anybody that he team up with. He will better than Tinubu. Anybody. They should team up with person. And anybody that he team up with, he will better than this recent president. I said it from beginning because I'm in Lagos. I'm in Yoruba and I'm in Lagos from beginning. Before even when this one do governor, I know the way he rule us. So we are many Yoruba except APC Yoruba. They will tell you that Tinubu can do more. You know, he cannot. Even though you like give him more 10 years, you will still work more than this one.
All right, thank you.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Thank you. Thank you for your input and the stories that were discussed today. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. The WhatsApp, I think the WhatsApp is having network glitches, but do well to send your messages. I'm going to read them out here for you. Let me read out some of the WhatsApp messages. Good evening, VOP. Please, I've not heard anything from the government spokespersons Bwala, Omokri, FFK, Ononuga about the robbery committed against Nigerians, robbing the masses of Nigeria of their mandate. Can anything be more reasonable than this? Nigerians must rise and protest for the restoration of their stolen mandate. Eugene Mary from Ishari, thank you so much for your input in the stories, right? Good evening, Faith and Dr. Peter and Osike. Good evening. I'm disappointed in Pastor Olukayode's stance on corruption, particularly the selective targeting of politicians. This approach undermines his credibility and fails his congregation. Peter Obi calls for a one-term president. Okay, Peter Obi's call for a one-term president raises questions about his desperation for power. Are you sure? And potential compromises. Regarding Babachelawa and Nasser El-Rufai's comment, their timing is suspicious. Where were they when Inec announced questionable results in 2023? Their past actions, including Lawal's controversial grass-cutting contract and El-Rufai's alleged involvement in destabilizing the country, raise concern about their motives. The appointment of Kwamwan and Ms. Emerson as ambassadors is seen by some as unmerited. It was Kwamwan that was appointed as an ambassador, not Ms. Emerson. Highlighting the need for genuine change in governance. Finally, Anosike, okay, should stop. About the tribes. Oh, okay, we are all one. Forget about who is president today. I don't discriminate. Okay, Mr. Gumbi from Idimo. Thank you for your message. Let us take more calls. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Your name and location?
Doctor, good evening. I'm calling from Ojede. My name is Jeremiah.
Okay, Jeremiah.
My take on the matter concerning Obi is that is always analyze. If Obi cannot do it, and Obi at the last person talk, Obi must follow strong people. The political system of Nigeria don't take the election. And not only that, Obi carry the mind of the masses. The federal government character cannot accept that. Except it's so strong. That is my intake.
All right.
That is my own.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your input, for your take concerning the stories that was analyzed today. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
So please, when you call,
good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Is that Miss Faithful?
Yes, it's Miss Faithful. Go ahead. Your name and location.
Okay, VOP.
Yes.
It's like your network is just disturbing.
It's the WhatsApp
I've tried to connect you. The network has been so bad.
Just go ahead and give us a take about the stories we read out today.
Okay, I want to ask you a question or some questions. I want the to answer me. But all that the results are flying out here like it will be one election. What next? Are we going to have an election again in the year 2027? Or to read the results result for a swearing in? Is it necessary to waste another time organizing an election when somebody has won an election before this time around? Or what will be the outcome of the voting right now? So what's the question of the obedience? What do we do about this kind of decision? That's the question I want to ask the barrister. I need enlightenment on that. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, the revelation does not mean anything. It's just to let Nigerians know that their mandate was stolen. It's just to show Nigerians that their mandate was stolen, and not that something will be done about it. Everybody, including Peter Obi himself, is preparing for 2027. Nigerians are looking forward to 2027. 2023 is gone. The only thing is that for us to know that somebody won and his mandate was denied, that's important. And not that it's going to remove Tinubu from office. No, Tinubu will continue till 2027.
All right, so I hope you got your answer. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Lucy.
Good evening.
Your
name and location?
My name is Robin. I'm calling from Mexico.
Okay, go ahead.
Nigeria have decayed. Since I'm all about in Nigeria, there is no sector. Where can we start from talking about this country? It have decayed a lot. Talking about 2027, Tinubu, for me, will still be there because he have set all his plans, and nobody that goes closer to Tinubu that will remain poor again. He worked his ways with money, and about 2023 that have gone, Obi won the election. But remember, Nnamdi Kanu have predicted that if Buhari goes down, it is Tinubu. And that is exactly the people that drive this country knows who we be. This 2027 that we are talking about, they have already know there is captains of Nigeria. One Nigeria is a scam to Igbos. They are calling us one Nigeria, dragging us to be one Nigeria, pushing us back not to be one Nigeria. But for my own, Igbos want to be one Nigeria. They need Nigeria. But people that we own the country with don't want us to be one Nigeria. It's only because of our wealth, the mineral resources in Igbo land. They are dragging us with the left hand, pushing us back with the right hand to be one Nigeria. Then we call us one Nigeria. All those things, for me, it's a scam to me.
All right, thank you.
The corruption has
summarize.
It was deep down. Thank you very much, Mr. Anosike.
Thank you very much for your take concerning the stories that were read today. I'm going to take some more WhatsApp messages and then we'll call it a day because our time is already fast spent. Please, nobody should take Daniel Bola seriously because he's defending his stomach. He belongs to stomach infrastructure. For Soludo, he's just a puppet. He's looking for federal might. That is why he's running to Tinubu. But he should know that he is not a match to Peter Obi. I can tell you for real that nobody know him in Igbo land. He belongs to the group of Joe Ibukwe and Ojo Madwekwe. They are errand boys. Nana from Egwedat. Thank you very much for your take on this. VOP, please tell President Tinubu that Union Bank pensioners are dying because of merger take-home salary. Imagine someone being paid 17,000 monthly salary in this present economy. When the president came on board, he appointed the present GMD a woman and she refused to review her salary. It has been like that over 13 years. You didn't mention your name. Okay. Thank you for your message. Good evening, VOP. Daniel Bola was a spokesman of the PDP presidential candidate in 2023, and we know how he condemned Tinubu. Today, he is singing the praise of the president and has turned to become his spokesman. Bola's comments can only be taken into a pinch of salt. Chima from Surulere. Thank you very much for the message. Please, let every Nigeria should be very vigilant because this government has made Nigeria open shame outside country. My name is Rufus from Cairo. Thank you so much, Rufus, for your message. A growing pattern seems to be emerging in Nigeria's public space whereby people caught in controversies or accused of breaking rules are rebranded as ambassadors against the very wrongs they were accused of. Olakunle from Egweda, thank you very much for your message. Good evening, VOP. Please, if Nigeria don't want people from the East, they should let the East go and stay on their own. If Atiku Abubakar wants to be a president in this Nigeria in 2023, no, in 2027, okay, said 2031. Well, let him support Peter Obi for president in 2027. Okay, you are predicting ahead. Nigeria is a lawless country, no justice for the poor masses in this nation. Dr. Miles Peter Nosike, thank you for saying it the way it is by separating light from darkness. If 1/4 of your colleagues can speak truth to these people like you're doing, this country will be better than what it is right now. Thank you very much. You didn't give us your name, but thank you for the message. Faithfulness, good evening, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Peter Nosike. My name is Jerry from Iba. On take on this. Okay, my own take on this issue of giving Kwam1 ambassador. For the federal government to give Kwam1 ambassadorial post, is it to encourage the youth to display evil and terrorist attitude to the society? Mr. Peter Anosike, please answer this question. Why is the opposition party not clamoring for electoral reform? You didn't mention your name, but thank you for your message. You're going to get your answer later. Let the narrative not be twisted. Point of correction, she was also made an ambassador and awarded with an appointment in Delta State. Doctor,
somebody in Delta State promised her 500,000 naira monthly.
Okay, I predicted it on this same session and it didn't take up to 2 days before it came to pass. A society where bad behavior and irresponsible acts and mediocrity are rewarded. Mr. Anosike talk about self-discipline many times. If everyone acts based on provocation, who would walk free in the society? This message is much, but I'm gonna cut it. Also, who took her white jackets, leaving only a pinafore if she wasn't ready for a fight? Let those who want to be deceived remain so. Taye, thank you for your message. Good evening. Peter Obi is now similar to what Buhari stand for in North and what Awolowo was for the Southwest. This type of persons have organic followers. Emeka from Abeson Estate. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. We've actually come to the final segment of recap on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Thank you so much for your calls. Thank you for your messages. For those that couldn't read theirs and for those that couldn't pick their calls, I'm very, very sorry. We're gonna do that next week, Saturday. Do well to join us from 4 to 6 here on VOP 90.3 FM. Thank you so much, Dr. Peter, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And I am your host, Faithfulness. Okay, have a blissful weekend.